Hey, Hannah, thanks for the follow. Oh, man. I got
I don't
so
know,
close
man.
to 600, man. I got so close.
I got really close to 3,000. I was
Oh,
sad.
man.
But like, you know, I don't know. Part of me is like happy I didn't get all the way up to like partner and all of that just to have it gone now. Um, but I'm looking at this situation and it's sad. Like I'm really sad in a lot of ways, but I'm so excited for what's next. Like when we went over to Twitch for that short period of time, I didn't give it a ton of effort. We did like we were just testing the waters, like dipping our toes in, and I had so much fun doing that, and met a ton of incredible people over there. And it was like I always had this idea in the back of my head that it was a super toxic place where you're going to get trolled 24/7, and I did not experience that at all. It was like these wonderful people were coming in, and I'm like, now I get the best of both worlds. Like the people from here who I love are going to be there with all of those incredible tools that we just spent like an hour and a half talking about a couple days ago. And it's like a win-win.
Yeah. And, like, I just want to tell y'all, people join Twitch and they, like, spend months trying to get affiliate. Mac joins Twitch and gets affiliate in 2 streams because he just like blows it out of the water in terms of like Twitch Sings growth. Almost 1 stream. Like
That was very unreal.
he just like killed it. I technically did it in 2 streams, but I cheated. So
But I think, I think that is so crucial to Twitch's success and Mixer's failure. And I've said it to you before, and I've said it to a couple others, but it's like, give creators the tools to do what they do best.
Yeah.
Because if they succeed, you as a platform succeed.
right.
Twitch gives you emotes and all of that relatively easy, whether it's 2 streams, 10 streams, even maybe 30 streams. That's so I can't probably even count the number of streams I've done on Mixer in the past 3 years, and I've still not got there. So it's like, I think that's one of the big things that Twitch has is they just give you what you need to do, and then the pressure's off of chasing numbers or trying to stream into categories that are going to boost numbers to get you to partner, and all of that pressure's gone, and you just have the total freedom to create content with what your heart is telling you to do. I think that's so much more fulfilling as a creator.
Yeah.
And a better platform. Yeah.
Off the top of my head, here's some things that I like about what Twitch does for the music community. The music tab, to start with, it's actually new since like COVID, right?
Yeah.
That is around the time that they launched it, was right around the stay-at-home orders, at least in the US. And they launched this music tab, and it's basically a glorified shortcut to their music and performing arts section, but it's quite glorified, and it's in the top bar right next to esports. It is a very clear commitment to the music community.
Before games, actually.
Yeah. And they saw a ton of growth in music around the time that everyone was at home. 2, if the way that they feature people on the homepage, I shouldn't say feature because I don't mean like the carousel up top, right? I mean everything below that is algorithmic to your interests, right?
Yes.
So when I start watching Animal Crossing streams, I see a bunch of Animal Crossing stuff, right? When I started recently watching a bunch of Twitch Sing stuff, I saw a bunch of that, and my like regular music streams went down, right? So as your taste change, you will see more people. So as people start like watching music stuff, you, the streamer, will start to get more music viewers because your streams will be recommended to them.
Yes, and I also think there's a layer of that where part of that algorithm is they look at your circle of followers and follows who you're following, what content you like, and they like compile it all to show who's like the common thread in all of this, and those people will show up. So it's like, I mean, you see that in the analytics tab where it shows who's like the streamer that most of the people following me follow, and
Right.
so it'll show you like the top 5-10 people. And I think they use that in the algorithm as well, because then you might discover people in the music tab that your followers follow that you don't even know.
Right, which is great for networking, which is not to say that your relationships on a streaming platform should be purely about networking, but if that's something that you want to do, if you do want to network, you do want to get to know other streamers, that is a way that you can do it. Their analytics are incredible. 24/7 radio stations seem to be accepted there because they don't dominate the category. When we had 24/7 music stations in the music category on Mixer, they dominated the category. And I think the problem is because Mixer never figured out how to do algorithmic listing.
That's the hardest part. When you start streaming, having those first couple people find your channel and want to hang out and listen, that's such a big hurdle to jump. But in theory, that system on Twitch makes that an easier process, because it's not just based on your number. You're not just stuck at 0 on the bottom of thousands of streamers. Technically, the algorithm should at some point put you in front of someone, whether you are at the bottom of the category or not.
Right. The biggest thing that they do better for music over there is Twitch Sings. Like, it's like you and I have both found that to be true. I just love it a lot. Like, Twitch needs to fix the way that they handle DMCA requests, right? For sure. Like, they need to have a better policy and a better way of handling them. I do think they need to move to something more like YouTube and like work on that with the RAA and the labels. Like, go watch my YouTube video on that if you want to see how I feel about it. Like, it's there. But Twitch Sings is such a clever way to get around the DMCA issues and the rights issues for cover singers. And I know, like, one, it's a blast. 2, they have really great songs on there. And like 3, I don't know if I told you this, but I used to work at a company. Turbo. I used to work at Smule. I used to work there. Talking about that, we were talking about Twitch Sings, and we both were talking about how it's also just a really kind of great growth tool. Because you expose yourself, you expose your face to so many more people with Twitch Sings than you do with Twitch's other tools.
See, I think one of the biggest things about Twitch Sings is not even as much when you're using it. There's a ton of tools, like a lot of really fun chat integrated things where you can have, when you're live streaming it, you can have chat vote on songs right in the game and right in the stream. And it's like, so much is there. It's incredible. It's really fun. But so much happens after you are done. When you go to sleep, your videos are still going. So it's like, you go on the app, you record your duet, you record your half, post it as an open seed, and it's just there, constant.
Yep.
And so you leave, you go to work, you go to your job, do whatever you're doing. People are still watching your videos, singing with you, and going, hey, I like that dude. Oh, this guy's funny. Oh, this guy put on a really good little duet show. And built into the app are follow buttons. So they just follow you straight through the app. And then when they see you go live, they go, oh, I remember that guy. That's the guy who was dressed as Scooby-Doo and made me laugh a lot. Or that's the guy who had a really good voice. Like, all of these, and they'll come back. So it's like, I found that when I did Twitch, more growth came from the long periods of time when I was offline, because I'd put so many seeds onto Twitch Sings, than my actual streams themselves. My actual streams is where I actually met the people who had already followed me while I was offline, and I got to know them.
Yeah.
Which was super cool.
That happened to me the other day. In fact, someone followed me in the middle of me recording a duet, not on stream. And then a few duets later, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go live for like 20 minutes just because I had the time. And then they jumped in stream and we met. Like, it was like this like nice, little interaction. But totally, it's the same reason that YouTube works as a growth strategy, or that Instagram works as a growth strategy, right? Like your content is there being interacted with while you're gone, which is just like an inherent problem with live streaming and its potentials for growth. Which is to say nothing about the platforms, right? They're doing what they can, or at least Twitch and YouTube are.
I think one of the cool things with the Twitch Sings app is it's like, so when you stream music, you have like one real main point of contact between you and a viewer, which is if they come into your stream. Potentially two, if you've like shared to social media or things like that. But that's like the one main point of contact. With Twitch Sings, you've got potentially like three. So you've got you streaming. So if you're streaming when you're putting seeds on, people might join your stream because you're streaming the Twitch Sings category and find you there.
Yep.
You've also got people who are just on the app themselves, just singing, and they might find you and drop you a follow through that. But then you've also got other streamers who are also streaming Twitch Sings, singing on people's duets.
Yep.
They're basically playing your videos on their streams, and a lot of their followers will go, oh, that person sounds really good, drop a follow. So like I don't know if you noticed it, but like every now and again I'd see this small little burst of like 3, 4, 5 follows all at once, and I was like, whoa. And then I found out it was because someone was streaming.
Yep. Totally. Not only that, but there's like a million different ways for someone to find your duet in the Twitch Sings app itself, like in the game, right? Yeah. Someone can click on the song and find your duet. Someone can click on your profile and find the duet. Someone can just go to the duet section and it'll be like, here's a random person that recorded a bunch of duets, or here's a person you've sung with before. Here's a person you follow that has a bunch of duets, right? Like there's a million different ways that you can get found. And there's like 7 different places where a follow button exists. There's like 12 people here that are getting like the secret backdoor Twitch growth strategy. That Mac has leveraged, but I have not had an opportunity to yet.
Well, I'll tell you what, I probably put in 10% effort onto that. I was testing it, and I'm excited to actually go full at it, because it was at the time, hopefully it still is, maybe it's not anymore. I guess we're going to find out in the next couple days and weeks. At the time, it was incredibly successful. So like, whereas my stream numbers themselves were a little bit lower because my community was small there, my follow rate was so much higher, and the community started to grow there with people who generally weren't from Mixer.
Right.
But then I took a big old break. I've not streamed over there for about 2 weeks now, so hopefully they're still there. I guess I'm gonna find out soon.
I mean, one thing that you did that was really clever, 2 things you did. You recorded duets when you were not streaming, which was really clever. And 2, you like spiced up your duets. So you either did like open mics, which were songs that were not in the library, which questionable on DMCA, but oh well, we're doing what we got to do. But 2, I swear to God, every day in my head, I just hear Paul Blart, Mall Cop. And it's because of you, and I blame you, and you're the worst.
Had you never seen the meme of that?
I have, but it's because of you that it's stuck in my head all the time.
I don't know what, I think I was streaming on that night as well, and I don't know what went through my head, but like that, as soon as I saw her singing that, I was just like, Paul Blart, I gotta do it. And I was making myself laugh. I thought I was so funny to myself.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was
which is, what's the guy's name? Gloop Dog? That's why he does what he does.
Oh yes. So Gloop Dog is great. He takes it in a whole other direction. Whereas like we take it more like in the music singing side, he makes it into this like over the top interactive game show where people join in. They like join a queue, they join his party, he talks to them, he interviews them, and they spin like this wheel to learn if the chat's going to pick their song, if they have to sing a super hard song, if they're going to have to sing Bohemian Rhapsody. Like he turns it into this like really fun interactive thing where every stream it's different. He's got like smoke machines and flashing lights, and He's the one. He's dressed like Scooby-Doo every single stream,
Yeah.
and he's just super engaging. And so he's turned it into his own thing that's super fun, and he's very successful over there as well.
Yeah, there's like a lot of really successful folks on Twitch things that are really awesome. And I think the really cool thing too is, since it's music, you have the opportunity to like convert those folks into just like standard music stream followers, right?
Yeah, and then like one of the biggest things was, in that little bit of time, I got to create music with you in a way that Mixer just did not allow. And I've done a couple co-streams here through Discord and stuff, which has always just felt not what it should be. Like, it's clunky, there's delays, things like that. With the Twitch Sings app, we can just get together and all talk together, sing together, and it's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to do that even more with.
I really can't either. So it's so funny because like Hannah's in the chat like advocating for you being a badass. She says Mac has had so many ideas he's been cooking up to make his stream unique, and I absolutely cannot wait to see him implement them on Twitch. What's funny is that I have felt so not burnt out. That's not the word. I've been burnt out on other things. That's not the word. But I've just felt so not creative, right? Like I put work into Happier Here, which is the song I wrote for my husband a couple months ago, because it kind of came to me, and I finished it, and I was really passionate about finishing it and like getting it out because I had 2 weeks to get it out, and I did that. And then after that, I just had no more creative energy, and it just has not come back. And then I've watched you get super creative over the past like month or so. Your Hunger Games stream is like one of my favorite things. I told you this the other day. And like the fact that I think Twitch Sings, it may have been Twitch Sings, or it may have just been like watching you get creative, inspiring me. But like the fact that like whatever it is about that platform or whatever has happened in the last month has led to collaboration, right? Like I want more of that, right? Because I want to like feed off of that energy. I don't want to like take it away from you. I want to like work with you, work alongside you, and like make both of us better.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like that's the energy I want. And if that is because of Twitch, or if that is because of Twitch Sings, or if that's because like, you know, maybe we feel the Mixer like felt stale and we just didn't realize it, you know? I don't know. But you had really creative ideas on Mixer, so that can't be it.
Okay, so we did that collaboration recording a song. Mm-hmm. I think we should do another collaboration for the end of Mixer, like a death song. Not necessarily a sad song about death, but like
no, we should.
A song. I mean, it could be.
We could do. This is the end. That's how I ended all my streams on here.
I think there's really good things to come for a lot of creators. And once they kind of find their feet and get settled, I think we're going to see some really good content coming out. And I think the community is going to do fine. The streamers are going to do fine. I think it's going to be good.
And I've always said, like, people will follow, right? Like, the community here will always go over there, if for no other reason than Twitch is the default, right? People will follow. Even if that is the only reason and you're just worried about your numbers, one, like, who are you? Like, get better motivations. But if that's what you care about, you're fine. But if you have the motivations that Mac and I have, I think, and you care about the community, like, that community cares about you. So I'm not worried. Frankly, I'm a little relieved. I'm excited for us to cheese it. I'm excited to see you over there. I'm excited to see everyone in this chat over there, and to see what you all do if you are streamers, or if you just hang out, or you're mods, or whatever you do. I'm gonna play Fix You. This is the last song we're gonna do on Mixer. I appreciate you all so much. And Mac, I will catch you later.
Yes, thank you for having me. I will see you on the other side.
Bye.